Morning. This is one of those things where you just have to find that dark place and you just got to keep going. This is something where you find out where you're at, hit that limit, and push it forward. 3 weeks ago, this one would have been those scores would have been a lot lower. But you worked, you pushed, you kept going. That's all I want to see is your 100% effort. I said that from day one, and I'm going to say it again. Your 100 is different than yours, and yours is different than yours, and yours is different than yours. Give me your 100% because I'm giving you mine every day. Bring it in tight, let's go.
All right, louder. Class 66.
Never quit.
The educational environment and the student experience here at the Fire Academy is very unique. So a typical day, the cadets have PT from 6:30 to about 7:30. Then they come back to the Fire Academy and they'll get a briefing from the instructors on what the plan is for the day. This semester was unique. We started with 5 females and 4 dropped out first week. Didn't even come back. But the one we have, she's a rock star.
I've really learned to plan ahead for this academy. The routine starts the night before. I'll usually put out my uniform. Alarms are set. I'm listening to just something to get me going, just blasting it on 6 in the morning, ready to go to PT. I had 2 older sisters and a single mom because I wasn't born into a super solid support system. I knew that was something that I'm going to have to build. It wasn't when I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. But I think having the support system has been the biggest allure to me. And that was something that I always had to actively build as a kid and seek out. Let's just show up and smile and do the best that I can. Because I'm really hoping to just start working as soon as I get out of here because I'm itching. Because I've been, like I had shared earlier, I've been really trying to buckle this down for at least 2 years to just get certified and get my butt to work.
The Fire Academy here at ACC is a 17-week program. Once they complete all the required coursework, they get to take their state certification test. And then once they pass that, they are certified as basic firefighters in the state of Texas. Once our instructors get through instructing, they do the hands-on skills that it takes for them to learn. You can only talk about it so much. You have to be about it when it comes to the training portion of this. The firefighter agility course simulates stressors that they will be put through physically on a day-to-day basis. We find the ones that really don't want to be here. They like the idea of becoming a firefighter. However, they get to putting their hands on and learning that it's a lot more than what they thought, and they drop out, which is fine. It's not for everybody.
It's not too bad, but it is what it is. They want the right people there. You want if your house is on fire, do you want a dude that's never done anything hard before? You don't. You want people that have some hardness to them to come in and save you and save your belongings.
All of our instructors are shift firefighters, so they spend their days off here teaching these cadets. And so that also shows the passion that they have for these folks as well.
We run an obstacle course 3 times a semester. They have 1 shot. They go for it, and the time they get is the time they're stuck with. We'd like to see them move with a purpose, and so they'll be winded the time they get done.
So we're gonna have our 50-pound weighted vest and then just run through the circuit and hopefully we'll beat our original time.
They want to see you at your lowest, and then so they can essentially build you up.
Okay, we're gonna do a real quick walkthrough. You walk this way. Y'all know, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with your vest on. You come back, and when it crosses this line, you're done. Okay? And then that's when you pass out. We pull you to the side, and you sit there for another 2 hours, right, Malchon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
I've been through this ringer before, but a lot of guys had that look on their face of wheezing, throwing up.
during those 5 minutes, it's just like I have tunnel vision and I'm tired and I feel weak. In the moment, it is just so intense. It never gets easy. It's always really hard. You feel like you're just gonna like collapse.
Ready? Yes, sir. Let's go.
In this dark night, it's too hard for me to say now if the rays of hope will shine again someday, and if clouds ever lift and the map again reveal. At this point, it's just too dark to tell.
Want to all be under 3 minutes.
I injured my knee yesterday in PT, and so today I was out. I'm gonna rest my knee for a little bit, and then hopefully in the next 2 weeks, I should be good to go.
There's pressure put on the cadets to perform. Sarah's had challenges when it comes to learning how to do it based on her body type.
When I failed my Lake Travis exam, I just kind of kept that to myself. I kind of just carried that burden, and then, I come back to class the next week, and Captain Grinnell comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, you're kicking butt in PT. Like, what happened?" I have to master technique because I don't have the manpower, I suppose, or the upper body strength. Because in my Lake Travis exam, charged hose is really difficult to move. I have to be constantly aware of what I'm doing and my technique and the equipment I'm using. Some of the guys don't even have to think twice. I'm jealous because I wish it was easy for me, and I wish that I could just be 6'2" and just everything just walk in the park, like as far as like the strength and stuff.
Cadet Clark was named the class commander. Given his military background and leadership ability, we thought he would be the best fit for the class commander position. They can get demoted, but I've had to do that once since I've been here in 5 years.
I enlisted at 18, went with the Marines. During my first deployment, I got to witness a lot of good and witness a lot of bad. I took more away from witnessing bad leadership. Witnessing bad leadership, it tells you what you don't want to do. Parents divorced at a young age, so I grew up in 2 homes. It kind of sucked as a kid, just like having conflict in your life and things like people not getting along. But I think it built a lot of adversity. Because of that, I think I've evolved into and became someone that can look at things in multiple different facets.
Being successful at learning the skills here at the Academy, it's paramount. There is no in between. Passing every skill is vital to the success that they have while they're here.
I am an anxious test taker. I tend to overthink. I put in a lot of time into grasping the material. If I had any nervousness or apprehension, that was a reflection on me, because they gave us plenty of resources and time to ask questions and time to put our hands on equipment.
That's about the day.
Yeah, I guess.
Talking about the MIM stuff.
Yeah.
You ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
So here's how this plays out. As we go through the test, the same rules as last week apply. If you've got a question, raise your hand. Let's work our way through it. When you're complete with the test, file on out quietly, put your stuff up, file on out.
I wasn't a scholar in high school. At the point in time in my life, I wasn't like, oh, academics is amazing, like kind of thing. I was kind of a meathead. I guess I still am.
Can't have you fading out on us.
I switched my answer.
And what we say last week, never switch your answer unless you're absolutely sure that you just misread it. Because almost always we switch to a wrong answer. We try to outthink ourselves. and I know that doesn't work for me. So.
We didn't have anybody fail the exam, and in fact, nobody was even close. So, good job on you guys, again, paying attention to the material and working your way through it. So.
There are not enough people pursuing the firefighting field for the number of people moving into Texas. Right now we have like 2,900 openings. Nationally, we have about 6,000. When they don't make it through, it's one less firefighter who we know already has the values and the commitment to the community that we lost. We want them to succeed. Before they even walk through our door, we've already looked at their application, they've gone through the medical requirements, they have to purchase training equipment. And so when we make the decision to admit a student, we are kind of like their champions, right? We want to do everything we can to make them succeed. We find that the students who do complete the training do very well. They're immediately employed, especially in our program.
The middle of the semester, about week 5 to week 6, is when you start to see the shift from individuals and they come together as a class. And so from week 5 to week 6 into week 8 or 9, they are already starting to roll and starting to click and starting to understand that everybody has a role to play. And when you play your role, the class succeeds. We've got a lot of great training props and a lot of great training opportunities for them to have. Fire Streams is teaching them what fire streams to use. It's not just shooting the water on the fire. It may be an indirect attack if there's a lot of heat and smoke. Vehicle extrication, it's one of our fun days. They get to use the hydraulic equipment. They learn how to pop a door off. It's a lot of work, but it's a pretty cool day. Water supply, they get a very basic foundation of how fire hydrants are connected to a city's water source. Rescues, we teach them basic search patterns, how to stay together as a team, how to communicate. They have to understand that they have to trust their gear, they have to trust each other, and they have to trust us as well. If students are having a hard time, or even if they just want some extra skills practice, our instructors take their off-duty time from the station, and they'll come up on a weekend. They'll stay after with them, show them techniques that help them.
Sarah is an ACC instructor, and she works for Austin Fire Department. She has extended an arm out to me, us being women, and finding a lot of the similar struggles that she had when she was, starting in the fire service and what worked for her. And she's a strong woman who's, empowering me. And it's just so awesome. It's just so inspiring. Sarah's really, really, really cool.
I would go backwards, and then when it was time to get low enough, I would turn and have enough hose to come across here. And so now I'm driving how low you have to get with it over my shoulder, because I would lose it. I would for sure lose it if it was out here. Everyone has limitations. Everyone, whether you're tall or short or big or small, something in the academy is going to be hard for you. You're not going to be able to muscle through everything. And so we have to learn certain ways to do different skills, but that really is beneficial to us out in the field, because someone that might be tall or just strong and that's the only skill that they have, it's always worked for them in life. When the situation arises that doesn't work for them, now we have plans B, C, D, and E. And so it really is beneficial to learn all these different techniques.
They learn everything up to live fire, and live fire is the culmination of everything that they've learned from day one.
Are we paying attention over there, or can you hear me? Gertz, can you hear me? All right, gather in. Okay, safety brief. We can't light fires yet. We're not to that point. But they've got 3 weeks of instruction that we're going to try to incorporate in a series of skills out here on their drill fields in responding similar to what they would do in the real world.
You need to have that on top of him. So before y'all move anymore, I would secure that on top of the patient, okay? Hey.
Put your right leg over the strap.
Stop for a second. Stop. Pick him up, you're on the hose. Pick him up, you're calm, son. Pick him up, you're calm, son.
At the very end, I was pulling the dummy by myself, and I was just like, all right, we got to switch out, because they tell you, if you need to switch out, if someone, needs to lead instead of, the original plan, hey, just communicate to your partner, hey, let's switch out, or let's do something else.
There's a 9-story tower on the drill field that is used for training and also for running up and down.
You got 3 minutes to plan. And then in 3 minutes, I'm starting to have a vision. I was like, go ahead. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. What floor is that? 8? I'm on 7. We're supposed to advance this all charged. What? Why do we have to do it like that? Because that's the part of the skill. Where 5th floor to the roof. When the charge. This has to be loaded. So we were supposed to do it all loaded. I just thought in my brain, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that?
So the objective was to stage all your stuff at 5. Charge water up to 5. I've just come to 7 or 8 if I'm going to 9, stage there before, hit the standpipe, then advance from there.
That makes sense.
Right, but if we take charge hose all the way up to 9, just open the door and there's a bunch of fire and I have no water. Pretty bad.
I'm not perfect. I did the wrong things at the time, but that's, hey, you live and you learn. Like, that's how you get it.
They're going to get a mulligan because they didn't follow directions. What we're going to have them do is start on the 5th floor, charge the line, and advance it up to the that part, because that's the only part they didn't do, and they jumped again, which I applaud them. They did it in 8 minutes, but they didn't get it right.
I was getting kind of frustrated on that specific day because I was like, well, I can do it so much better like this, and and I was like, no, I need to think like this commander, I need to think of this role, and
they have to set their mind to want to do this. If you're halfway in the game, you're not going to be successful, because this job will eat you up.
I can't help but cause they know
Watch out, Hercules. Come on, keep driving. 20 feet, you're done. 10 feet, good. Let's go. Pull.
Charged hose is really difficult to move. If you let it get behind you, you will lose that battle. I mean, it's heavy and it's hard to manipulate.
There you go. Come on, Kirkham. Come on, Kirkham. 5 feet, come on. You're almost there.
You gotta just check yourself, you know, like pick yourself up and I'm so stubborn. I might not be 6'2" and 200 pounds, but just I guess something to prove to myself too. Something in your brain is just like, let's just keep going, let's finish this course, let's finish strong. It's kind of fun afterwards, not during.
Pretty quickly after she passed, she sent me some text messages with a bunch of exclamation points that she had passed, and I kind of felt like it was my own little sister, my own child, and I was really excited for her.
I have seen girls that are 4'0", 90 pounds, do better than guys that are 6'3", 220 pounds of pure muscle, based solely on their heart and their will to do this job.
I went through Lake Travis's hiring process, passed my written, passed my physical, and then I have an interview in 3 weeks.
Kirkham has done a great job of applying the skills that she's learned and how to use it to her advantage when it comes to completing skills.
Nozzle. Let me know when you need water, okay? Yes, sir.
Cadets are formed up in teams like they would be at a fire station. They will respond to an emergency where there will be a fire either upstairs, downstairs. They'll make entry into the facility and then they'll start attacking that fire. It's putting it all together on a final culmination of a scenario day.
More home! I need more home! In the door? We're right! There's a victim right here! There's a victim! Get him out! Move!
let's tell command from truck 99 that we've got the victim down the ladder and ask for another assignment.
Now's the time you've been waiting for, graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, please allow me this opportunity to thank each of you for being here as we celebrate ACC Fire Academy commencement for Class 66. The cadets seated before you have endured long days. They train at 0 dark 30, hot, cold, rain. Each day afforded them the opportunity to build a bond with each other that is going to last for the lifetime. They will always have a brother or sister that they went through Cadet Class 66 with, and they can always reach out to. I've seen this group of cadets grow from individuals when they first came in, and now they operate as a team. It is about family. You always have a family member somewhere that you can always go to, you can always turn to, and you'll always have no matter what. Commander, take command of your class one last time.
Class, attention! 66! Northwest!
Really valuable to my confidence. I have found an abundance of support and people who want to see me succeed, and it has just given me so much confidence, and it shines in every single aspect of my life. And I'm just really grateful to have found the fire service, because I know that my life would have gone a completely different path. Like, I think everyone deserves that, to be confident and to love themselves, because I really didn't have that for a while.
Growing up, I was a weird kid. See, no matter what I ever did, all the normal guys would never quit poking fun at me. Mama tried to make me regular. She said the Lord above was testing her as I grew more and more peculiar, unashamedly. When people say that I'm a strange duck, I tell them maybe so, but so what? Sure, I'm a little different from you, see. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I consider it good luck that I was born a strange duck. I consider it good luck that I was born a strange